Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mel here. In today's video, I am going to do a mini Ulta haul. I'm going to try to fit the haul and try on all in one video, but it's just a little mini haul. I needed to pick up a few things and I figured show you guys what I got and try it on. If you're new, hey there, welcome. Make sure to hit subscribe down below. I do all things beauty and I am in my 30s and I struggle with a lot of texture, redness, dark under eye circles, and all that fun stuff. So if you're in the same boat, want to learn some tips and tricks, or just learn along the way with me, make sure you hit subscribe down below. Anyways, let's dive in. Got my little ginger ale today. 0 sugar ginger ale. My little drink. Also guys, I can't believe it's 2 weeks until Christmas. I am so behind. This year has been crazy and I just feel really behind. We just got our tree yesterday. Anyways, if you have the Ulta app, check it out. I saw they had a 20% coupon. I think it was good until December 25th. If you need some stocking stuffers or needed to pick up a few things for yourself, make sure to check out that coupon because 20% off everything in the store is a pretty good deal. Let me just start out with a few things that I'm not going to show just because they're more like beauty items compared to makeup. I've seen this used everywhere on social media. This is the Kitsch Satin Heatless Curling Set. Really miss my long hair. I have missed my long hair. I can't wait till my hair is long again. My hair is about here, so hopefully in a couple more months it'll be a little longer. I don't know if this is going to work for my length of hair, but I've used the robe tie, like a tie from a robe, and that works pretty good. I have very fine hair and I don't have a lot, so the robe tie worked pretty good, but sometimes I feel like the curls fall pretty quickly, so I wanted to try this. This was on sale for $18. I think that's a sale price. I don't know, originally I think it's like 20 something. And I'm ripping the packaging, so just because I've really turned the health of my hair around. If you guys have been here this whole time and you've seen what my hair has gone through, I'm just like so happy with the health of my hair. But what's really made a difference is not using heat as much in my hair, and heatless curls is the way to go. So it comes with 2 scrunchies that you can kind of use to secure the ends. I like the unicorn method, I think, where it goes this way. It's a little more comfortable for me because I side sleep, but I've seen people do it the original way also. It's very soft and silky. It's satiny. It's satin. Okay, so this is gonna be very gentle in the hair. Looks like it has a little wire in there to keep memory. Yeah, I'm gonna try her out and see how this goes. I've tried one of these before, but it was like a cheap Conair one and it was not good. So I figured I'd try the one that most people use and recommend. Another hair product is the Bondi Boost HG Lock Drops. This is the daily scalp serum for less hair shedding. Again, with taking care of my hair, I have focused a lot on my scalp health this year. With that being said, I like to use a scalp oil, scalp serum to really take care of my scalp. I do get like a dry, flaky scalp, and I feel like taking care of my scalp and keeping it hydrated has really helped. And also I feel like my hair health has improved as well. So I saw these. It says formulated for thinning and lackluster hair. Reduce hair shedding by boosting hair bonds. As you can see, I do have some thinning on the sides of my hair. It's getting a little better, but I also have a pretty wide hair part, but I think it's getting better. We're trying to make my hair happier. One more product before we dive into the makeup. I had hormonal acne and it disappeared. And I was so happy, but then a month ago I developed this. It's actually healing. It's getting much better, but I'm having a slight flare up right in here, redness and bumps. I think it's periodontal dermatitis. So now I have a new skin concern. Get rid of one, develop a new one, but it's all right. So someone on here recommended azelaic acid, and thank you for whoever has done that. It has helped tremendously, and I feel like a lot of my redness, just general redness, has been more tamed as well. So that is amazing, and it's from the azelaic acid. I was using the Polish Choice, the Boost, but I ran out of that and I wanted to use something a little more affordable, and I've always loved Good Molecules. So I picked up their 10% azelaic acid treatment, pure azelaic acid cream to reduce the appearance of post-acne spots and soothe facial redness, which is also another benefit because my hormonal acne did leave like a lot of scarring. It's hard to tell because most of my hormonal acne was under here, so it was pretty hidden, but I do have some residual scarring, so that's also a benefit from this. Good Molecules is a pretty affordable brand at Ulta, and I have always enjoyed their products. All right, let's get on to the makeup, the fun stuff. I'm on the hunt for you guys to find a dupe for the Merit, the Minimalist Foundation Concealer Stick. This is a new product in my routine, but I am obsessed with it and I love it. But I was like, I kind of want to find a dupe for it. Not sure if I'm going to be able to, but that is my goal for you guys. The first one I'm trying to see if it's kind of a dupe is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick. I've actually heard a lot of good things about this. I just never picked it up. I picked up the shade number 4. So it's the same kind of vibe as stick formula, but it says Conceal and Perfect, so I'm guessing, although it is a skin tint, but the Merit is a pretty like light coverage formula. Hopefully I got the color okay. Okay, it's probably gonna be a good color. Before we dive into that, one more thing I kind of want to test out is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I showed this in my last video and it kind of, with the Merit, moved the Merit around, or at least I think. So I'm going to try this on one half side of my face to see if this causes like skin tints and lighter coverage base products to move around. Or maybe it was just like a weird day. So I'm just going to put this on the left side of my face. I also have a new concealer to try, but I'm going to use my under eye brightener that I've been using just on the one side of my face as well. I kind of want to see how well this concealer performs without the brightener. Today I'm going to use my Kosas. I have the Huda Beauty and the Kosas, but today I'm just going to use the Kosas in the shade Magic. I just swatched my Merit stick and looks like the Merit one here is a little darker, so I'm hoping this is an okay shade match. It's okay if not. We're going into winter, so I'm getting a little lighter anyways. Okay, let's see what we gotta do with this. Okay, let's just try one half of my face. And I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for the Merit. It's, what kind of brush is this? This is the Sonia Kashuk. I think these are from Target. This is the buffing foundation brush. It just has a little more density, so it makes like thicker stick products like blend out a little easier. Whoa, I think this color's not bad. A little light, but we can make it work. It's actually blending out a lot nicer than the Merit. The Merit is a more stiff formula where you really have to work in the skin, but it does blend out beautifully. This one definitely is a lot more smoother. I think I'm going to build it up, but it is a skin tint product, it says, so let's build her up a little. That is beautiful on the skin. That is beautiful on my skin. Has a nice little glow, and again, this is the side we didn't even use the Bobbi Brown. Kind of evened out the skin tone. You could still see like my skin peeking through, but that's what makes it so beautiful. All right, let's do this side with the Bobbi Brown and just see what happens. Okay, let's add a little bit more to the center. Let's just see if that is doing the same thing or I just need a little more coverage. I'm gonna try to pat it, maybe not. It's hard to tell. I don't know. I think I did okay with the Bobbi Brown. I guess it's just on my chin where I'm lacking the coverage. That's okay. I think it's really beautiful. But I still think the Bobbi Brown I will only use for like full coverage, foundation, lots of powder, full makeup days. I just think it's too much for my skin, especially when I wear like coverage products. But it is very nice. This would be great if you have very, very dry skin. Based on first impressions with this Milani stick, I feel like it's a lot more glowy than the Merit. The Merit has more like a matte blurring finish, where this has more like a skin evening glow finish. It is very beautiful though. Very nice. It worked really well. I do like it. I just don't think it's probably a dupe. But it kind of gives the same vibe if you want something a little more affordable, something easy in a stick formula that you can slap on and blend out, and it's gonna look like skin, but just evened out and adding a little coverage. The next product I'm super excited about, I've gone back and forth whether to try it or not because I've tried a mini size and I wasn't too thrilled with it, but I keep seeing it used and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. This is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I've always wanted to try this. My under eye circles, I feel like every year I get older, just are getting darker and darker, and I don't even lose sleep. Anyways, this is very beautiful packaging. Hourglass is not a cheap brand, so when I saw that 20% coupon worked on high-end brands, I was like, let's pick her up. Let's try her out. Yeah, it's very beautiful packaging. I got the shade Cedar. Looked pretty close to my Natasha Denona color. It's more of like a light cool undertone. So I'm just gonna try a little bit and Let's see what happens. And again, we'll see how it compares with the side that has the brightener on it. That has good coverage, I feel like. That color looks pretty good for me as well. It's very brightening. Actually has more of a yellow undertone than I realized, but maybe that's why it's kind of canceling out a lot of the darkness, because it has more of a yellow undertone. They actually look pretty similar. I mean, this side has a little more coverage, a little more blurredness from the under eye brightener, but I think they look pretty similar. What do you guys think? Does this color look okay, or is it too yellow? I'll have to keep playing around with it. I can always exchange it for a different color, but that looks pretty good. I'm gonna conceal the center of my face with it and see how that goes. Blends out like a dream. It is pretty blurring. It's definitely a very blurring formula, which is nice. I need that for my texture, pores, and redness. Okay guys, what do we think? I think it's very beautiful. I like it. Looking a little pale, but we're gonna warm ourselves up. Skin is looking very beautiful, very skin-like today. I'm gonna quickly add some color to my face, and then we'll come back. We'll do a new brow product, a new eyeliner, and a new lip product as well. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Alright guys, so just a little color, a little more powder. We're looking pretty good. Let's do our brows first. I'm gonna struggle with my brows, trying to find products that work good for these very sparse brows. They're coming in though, slowly but surely. I tried the Kosas Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil. I do like it. I just feel like it's a more stiff, waxy formula. I just feel like I've been striking out with some brow products, so I wanted to try something tried and true, and that is the Anastasia The Brow Wiz by ABH. Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I don't even know if I've tried this in the past. If I have, it's been years. This is the Brow Wiz Skinny Brow Pencil. I got it in the shade medium brown. I got soft brown in the Kosas, and when I swatched it in store, it looked really good for me. But then when I use it on my brows, it's a little too light and a little too warm. I need more of like a richer, neutral brown, ashy brown, because I don't have like a lot of warmth in my hair. So, and my brows are kind of dark because I like to tint them to give them maximum fullness look. I feel like this will be a winner. So one end is the pencil, the other end is a spoolie, which I love. Let's just try her out and see how she goes. I don't have her over here, but I am going to use her. Should I use her first or second? I want to see how this goes, but I use the Rare Beauty Eyebrow Gel. Been loving that. I'm trying to figure out if it works better for me to use the pencil before or after and all that jazz, but we're going to use this first to just see how it goes. Hopefully this is a good color for me. Yeah, my brows are definitely cousins, far cousins, not twins, not sisters. They are distant cousins. This is my problem brow now. It used to be this one, but I don't know what happened. Yeah, this color's much better. Still feel like I have to press pretty hard just like the Kosas, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I like the color. It's giving a nice soft fuller brow. I guess the last brow pencil that I really enjoyed was the Benefit Precisely My Brow. That was just like so creamy and like took minimal effort. That's what I want when doing my brows, because I hate doing my brows every day, but we'll see how this goes. We'll keep using it, keep seeing how it goes. Maybe I'll just eventually go back to Benefit again. Also like the NYX Slim Nano Brow Pencil. That was really good too. You know, I'm not loving this pencil. I mean, it looks good, but I'm not loving it like I thought I would. Thought it was going to be a little more creamy, a little more forgiving, but I had to press fairly hard with it, which is fine, but I'm gonna have to go back to Benefit once I use this one up. Like, I'll use it up, don't get me wrong, and this color is actually pretty dang close. Like, I think this color is perfect. They look pretty natural though, just still pretty patchy. Not bad. We'll have to keep playing around with it, but it's not giving me everything I want, but it's still a good brow pencil. We'll see how the gel applies, but first I'm going to move on to the next product before I do the gel, just because it's in another room and I don't feel like getting up. So I wanted this beautiful emerald green eye pencil from Charlotte Tilbury, but apparently you can only get it online. They didn't have it in my Ulta, so I saw this was on sale for $5.99, and I'm like, well, let's save $20. Yes. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Grip 36-hour gel mechanical pencil, 250 emerald green. I'm trying to find either like a burgundy, a plum, or like a green. Now I'm gonna try green to see what makes my eyes pop. My eyes are like blue greenish, so let's try an emerald color. I love when I wear shades of green like this. I just feel like my eyes really pop, and it's just one of my favorite colors lately. So I was like, why not try like a green eyeliner? We'll see how this goes. I wasn't able to swatch this one in store to see what the color truly is, but $6, we can't beat that. Oh no. It's a little more Kelly green than emerald green, but let's just try it out. Oh, and the other side has has a sharpener and a cute little sponge guy to kind of buff out the color. This looks a little more bright Kelly green than emerald green. Emerald green should be a little deeper, but let's just try it. Want something a little more like warm. Have warmth to it, not coolness, because coolness is going to make it look more blue and won't complement my eyes, where if it's like a warm dark green, I feel like it will. Let's just try her. This is a little too blue-green, but I think the formula is very, very nice. It blurred out very beautifully and very easily. It applied very nice. I just think it's too blue-green, right? What do you guys think? I think it needs to have more of a warm undertone to like complement that warm gold little speckles I have in the center of my eye. It was worth a shot. I think I've seen a drugstore mascara from Maybelline. Like, this is the burgundy one. I feel like they have this in like blue and green. Maybe I should try the green one. How fun would that be? At least it's Christmas time, so it's not like I'm looking too crazy. I'm just trying to do green to be festive. Alright, real quick, I'm going to set my brows with the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. I have been really enjoying this. I think it's just like such a nice formula. I think it's like my favorite brow gel that I've ever tried so far. I will have to say, if you do your makeup and then the brow glue, sometimes it can like pick up the makeup and look a little crusty. So I need to remember to start doing my brows before makeup. It just gives like great hold and like really spreads out the brows for maximum fullness. And I just like to smooth down the tops so I don't look too crazy. I did that brow lamination once and I just feel like it just didn't suit me. Okay, last and final product. Well, I wanted to pick up 2 products from NYX, but I couldn't find their new like a lip stain pen. I couldn't find it, but I did see the NYX Lip Ivy Hydrating Gloss Serum. I think it's supposed to be like a gloss and tint your lips as well, which I love. So I got this in the shade number 2, Hydra Honey. Wow, that's a very pretty color. I feel like a lot of the lip stains I have from the CoverGirl, I love them, but they're very pinky, very, very bold. So I wanted something a little more nude and more everyday wearable. So let's try this out. I don't know how long to leave it on or what this is going to be like. Okay, this color is gorgeous. I definitely have been loving more warm peachy nude colors on me. It is a little patchy, so you might still want to like line your lips a little bit, but very comfortable gloss. Has a beautiful shine. Very comfortable. Okay, let's spray her down, do mascara, and then we'll talk about all the products. Alright, so this is a completed look. Let's talk about all the products. I am going to say I don't really think I like that shade of that green eyeliner. Now when I look at it in person, it's definitely too blue. The brow pencil, actually, it's not bad. I gotta keep playing around with it, but I do like the shade of it. Looks pretty good. Like, my brows look very natural, which is what I'm going for. So maybe I will like it, even though I had to kind of press a little harder and keep working with it, but we'll see. The skin looks very beautiful. Again, that Milani skin tint stick is a little different than the Merit, where it's more glowy, where the Merit is more matte and more blurring. We'll have to see how this wears, but it was pretty easy. And it has, I feel like, a little more coverage than the Merit. Or maybe it's just I'm wearing a little more makeup than normal, but the shade's not too bad. It's a smidge light. But we warmed it up with some bronzer. Feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. The concealer, not bad. Do I really see a difference? Which side had the brightener? This side had the brightener. Maybe a little more blurred, a little more coverage with the brightener, but that concealer did a really nice job. I really liked it. We'll have to keep playing around. Is it the right color for me? I think it has a little bit yellow undertone, but I don't mind that because I feel like it helps cancel out more darkness. And then the lip, I like that. It's very comfortable. Not sticky, not too slippy. Let's take it off to see if it leaves any kind of stain. But this is definitely a really pretty, more natural color. Okay. A nice light stain. That's cute. I wish it was a little more peachier, but that is pretty good. Not super stained, not bad. So like if you wear that and then you're eating or drinking and the gloss wears away, at least you still have a nice cute little tint that you can just plop on a gloss or something to give a little more hydration, and then you still have some color. Alright guys, so that was the mini haul. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you're new here and you enjoy anything beauty, make sure you subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts, guys, what you think about the products. If you've tried any of these, you have any recommendations, I would love to hear from you guys. And again, I hope you guys have some wonderful holidays, get some time to sit back and relax with some family and friends, and just enjoy every moment, because dang, do these days fly by anymore the older you get. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.